All right, what up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Barbara, and this is my first prophetic message that I am uploading. Okay, let's just get into it. The name of this is Everything Has a Purpose. Okay, and you know, just a few minutes ago, I was a little upset about my life, my path, and the things that I've gone through and the trauma and the pain that I have to release, grow from, and grow through. And at first, I was questioning God, like, why'd you make me, like this? Why was my whole life like I'm always ignored? Like, why did my whole life I'm always separate? I'm always alone. Why didn't nobody care about me when I was a kid? Like, why didn't anyone care what I was going through as a kid, like even down to my mother and father? I remember vividly being abused by my father in front of my mother, and she didn't even love me enough to stand up for me. She didn't love me enough to listen to me, and even when I told her about the abuse, she didn't love me enough to do anything about it. And sometimes I sit and I question, am all the sum of my pain? And I question, like, why did all of this happen? Like, why didn't I grow up to be in this place that I am, single and alone, still waiting for help, waiting for company, waiting for somebody to care about me, waiting for somebody to talk to me? And then all of a sudden, I remembered all the times that God was there for me when nobody else was. How I grew up in poverty and bullshit, and how He still made me separate. He still found a way to separate me from my family and bring me to church as a child. I remember vividly, nobody in my family went to church. I was getting on community buses as a kid, out there on my own, in random churches, in random people's houses. I found myself in random situations where God showed up for me when nobody else was there. And when I started to think of the glory of God and how He showed up for me in my darkest times, I realized that it's happening again. And there must be a reason that I was made separate. It must be a reason I went through all these things. It must be a reason that I was separated from everybody, and I wasn't close to anyone, and I don't have any close relationships to anyone. And it all of a sudden dawned on me that it was done purposely so that I got closer to Him, so that I could focus my attention on my relationship with Him. And when I really understood why I got everything in my life taken from me, everybody in my life taken from me, I realized that it was to show me that the things that were built off of a false foundation would never stand. And that I had to learn how to build things through the foundation which He taught me through His Word. So I'm here today as a living testimony of someone who has gone and been dragged through the mud repeatedly over and over again. And I'm here today to tell you that it was all done for a reason. If you resonate with this message, I want you to know it was all done for a reason. It was so you got close to Him and you built a relationship off of things that truly mattered, off the living Word. Your relationship that will last longer than any temporary relationship of the flesh. And when I really started to understand the true reason why I was made to be separate, why I was made to be alone and stand alone, it really became empowering instead of painful. Don't get me wrong, when I was in throwing my little pity party, okay, when I was giving myself that emotional space to let the pain out, I definitely wanted to blame God. I wanted to blame Him so much. I wanted to say, like, this is your fault, I'm alone. It's your fault right now, I have nobody to talk to. It's your fault, your fault, your fault. And then it turned around and it was like, yeah, it is His fault, so that He can make something better, so that He can purge me of the aspects inside of myself that was even chasing for those relationships that would have no benefit to my life at all. Even if I had somebody to talk to right now about my problems, that wouldn't help. People love to use your problems against you. People love to use your emotions against you. So if you tell them, I feel like you're ignoring me, I feel like I got nobody to talk to, they want to say, oh, I got my own problems, I got my own things to do, you need to blah 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 blah, right? And then that triggers inside of you, okay, you are not somebody I can rely on. You are not somebody that I can tell these emotions to and have an open ear and an open heart. Only God can do it. And at first, I was going to be done making videos today, but I felt a calling to make this video because there's some of you who are still questioning why you are alone, why you are stepping, and sometimes you let your emotions overthrow you. But I'm here today to be a living testimony to let you know that God is listening. God is there with you. And if you want to feel him, all you got to do is tap in. So don't allow temporary messages and temporary feelings and temporary things to dilute your relationship with the Most High. Instead, find a way to make it close. Find a way to get closer to Him. Find a way to heal those emotions and things inside of you and aspects inside of you that want other people to begin with. And when you become whole inside yourself, you'll realize you never needed them. So my message of the day is that everything has its purpose. And whatever you're going through, I want to tell you right now that there is a greater purpose that you don't see in this moment, but it will be revealed to you. If you're willing to get past the emotion and get past the pain, it will be revealed to you. And I hope that every single one of you listening to this video really holds out for that moment where everything is revealed to you and you learn the purpose of why you went through everything that you did. Thank you for listening. If you resonated, please give me a like, comment down below. Watch out for the next video. Peace.